What is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you how to find a mentor.
If you ain't beefing about the money, then what's the problem?
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel today. Paul James here, and like I said, in this video we're going to talk about how to find a mentor. So if you're excited about that, do me a favor and smash the like button. Also, if you've never been to the channel before, this is a place where we talk about building businesses, entrepreneurship, motivation. So if you're into any of those things at all, you should drop below the video right now, hit the subscribe button, and then after you subscribe, comment on the video saying I've subscribed, and I'll actually go back through, reply back to you, welcoming you to the channel, because I'm just so excited that you're here with us today. Alright, so with the popularity of like entrepreneurial YouTube channels and people blowing up on Facebook and stuff like that, there's a lot of talk around the community about the importance of getting a mentor. So I did want to share some tips on mentorship because I think it's kind of changed a lot from when I first started to now. Like, people are really like talking a lot about mentors and stuff like that. So I want to give my take on it. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to talk about my opinion on this and kind of like the way I would go about getting a mentor if I was someone who was starting off. And rather than talk about what to do, I'm gonna start with what not to do. It's a lot easier for me to talk about what not to do because I see people making these mistakes so often, and it's kind of driving me crazy, and I'm sure it's not helping you either, because if you're making these mistakes, like, you can correct them and you'll have a much better shot at getting a good mentor. So if you have someone in mind that you want to mentor you, number one is don't go like seeking out their phone number online and like calling them up and like constantly asking them to like call you back or mentor you, because it's not really like a nice thing to do. People are busy, and if you're like just some random stranger who's just calling someone up, it's gonna come off the wrong way. Another thing that I want to add to that, and this would be point number 2 of what not to do, is never ever like go to someone and say, hey, let me pick your brain. That phrase right there, and I see this going on a lot, and I hear a lot of like people who I'm associated with and who are like peers of mine, and they get asked this question a lot as well. And it's just kind of an insulting phrase, and I don't think people realize it. Like, I didn't realize it when I was first starting off, but it's kind of a really insulting thing to say, because when you're asking someone like, hey, let me pick your brain, or let me take you out to eat and pick your brain, it's kind of like you're saying, come out to eat with me and I'll let you coach me for free. Like, that's kind of how it's coming off. Or instead of paying your hourly rate, why don't I just buy you like a $5 burger or something? Like, that's just kind of how it feels. So I would definitely stop doing that if you're doing that. The phrase pick your brain is definitely not a good choice of words, and I hope I'm not sounding like a jerk or anything like that, because I don't want to come off like that, or I don't want to come off like I've got an ego or anything like that. I'm really honestly just trying to help out, because these are some mistakes that I've made too when I was starting off, and I want you guys to be successful, and I want you guys to make those same mistakes. That guy just rode what is that called? A pallet jack. That guy just rode a pallet jack down the sidewalk.
Awesome.
So, yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, let's get back to it. Which brings me to my next point. Don't ask for anything for free from someone without bringing any value in return. And I don't mean value like taking them out to eat or buying them coffee or anything like that. Or one that comes up a lot is, hey, let me pay for your help after I see results. Like, you help me and I get results, and then I'll pay you for that after, or I'll pay you a portion of it. Like, just a total turn off. If you're trying to get a mentor, not the way to do it. You have to offer value to the person there has to be some sort of value exchange in order to get mentored by someone, and that's just the way it is in 99% of the cases. Okay, so now that you know what not to do, what should you do instead? Okay, so this is one of the best things that you can do is, number 1, ask them what their hourly rate is for a consultation. If you really want someone to mentor you, you really want that one-on-one access with them, just ask them flat out, where can I go to buy an hour of your time? Or send me an invoice. How much is an invoice for an hour of your time? And ask that person to invoice you and get that one-on-one time that you need. You gotta be willing to pay for it if that's really, really what you want, if you're really, seeking that mentorship from them. Alright, so if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to pay for it, or maybe you don't have the means to pay for it, what are your options? So, pretty straightforward. Access whatever you can on that person already. Do they have a book that you can read the book? Because a lot of people will put good information in their books. Do they have a course or training material that you can buy? Usually that's gonna be a lot cheaper than buying like an hour of their time or trying to get one-on-one access to them. So can you do that instead? Okay, and then another just kind of general tip before we wrap this video up, and that is don't send long-winded stories to people when you're trying to ask for their help or when you want something for them, or if you have a proposition for them. A long-winded story is not necessary. People are very busy, especially people who are high level. If you're trying to like get someone to mentor you who's much higher level than you, they're very busy. Like there's a reason why they are where they are, and it's usually because they're putting in a lot of work, a lot of hours. So when you send these long-winded stories to them, like they're just not gonna have time to read it, and they're probably not going to read it. So my best advice to you is get to your point quick and tell the person right off the bat what it is you want and what it is they're going to get. What is the benefit that they're going to get out of giving you what you want? So give your value proposition right up front to them and get that out of the way as quick as you can. And that's gonna give you your best shot at actually getting the attention of anyone, whether it's a mentorship or a business deal or anything like that. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and again, I'm just trying to give you guys some good advice, and these are mistakes that, you know, everyone makes when they're starting off, and if I can save you from making them, then hopefully you'll have a much better shot at, you know, doing what it is you want to do. I wrote a whole book about mentorship and that whole kind of topic. You should definitely check it out. It's in the description below. But anyways, yeah guys, that's what this video is about. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and smash the like button. And if you thought it was good information or you have anything to add, you know, drop a comment below. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do that so that you get notified of my videos when I release them. We'll see you next time in the next video. I am Paul James. Peace out.